Hello, everybody, and welcome to It's Pizza Night. Let's take a bite. I'm Marty, your host, as always. And as always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. On the blog front, just started. I mentioned this last week. Started last week my new bar crawl. I'm going to be going to 365 bars on my blog. Probably will take a day off here or there. So far, I've made it straight through. Going to see how many in a row I can go to. Gone 7 so far. So check it out if you haven't already. The link to my blog is down below. Having a lot of fun with it, so hope you're checking that out as well. Now to the pizza review of the evening. I'm reviewing the Maestro Pizza. Wrong side. The Maestro Pizza. Those of you that are weekly watchers may remember I did the Maestro. That doesn't sound right. I did the Maestro. I reviewed the Maestro. Yeah, see on the news, local pizza reviewer sexually abuses the Maestro. Anyway, I reviewed the Maestro a couple months ago. That was just a pepperoni pizza I reviewed. This one is different enough that I thought I could review it. As I've said before, and I did get this at Schnucks. As I've said before, I don't want to review, a Maestro pepperoni, a Maestro sausage. This had a kind of a sausage on it that I've never had before, and it sounds interesting. It's the La Carne, which translates Spanish. It translates. I actually Googled and did a little research this week. Googled it. La Carne is Spanish for the meat. So it's a meaty, beady pizza pie. It's got shredded mozzarella cheese, hot capicola. That's like a hot Italian. Is it Italian? I think, yeah, it's Italian sausage, spicy Italian sausage, pepperoni, fontina cheese, and basil. So that capicola, I've never had that on a pizza. So I thought that's worth it to do a separate review of another Maestro. Didn't do the Maestro, left him alone, didn't touch him, reviewed him. We're going to review it a second time. The first review got a good review. I wasn't expecting much the first time. I don't know why, but it got an 8.4 for the pepperoni. The crust was a little thick back then. I'm sure it's going to be now. It's cooking right now. Got the hollow body effect going. And, of course, we have to mention Mark Metcalf, who portrayed the Maestro in Seinfeld. I put up a little picture of that. He was also God, what's his name in Animal House? I don't think I could remember before either. He played the ROTC guy in Animal House who was always abusing Flounder and the other freshman. My mind just is blanking out here. But anyway, Maestro Pizza, La Carne, the meat. We'll be back with to beat the meat. We'll be back in exactly, almost wrong hand again, 3, 2, and 1. We are back, Jack, with the pizza out of the oven. Before I show you the pizza, we will show you the hot sauce. Doing everything in perfect order today. It is the God damn it, I always blank on the name of the hot sauce. Is it Weber's? Brewer's hot sauce. A Christmas gift from my friend Trisha. Thank you, Trisha, as always. Brewer's hot sauce. A 6-pack of big-sized hot sauces. I'll be using every one of these again. I used about half of this. I mentioned this last week. When you pour this out of here, there's no little dribbler type thing that hot sauces usually have, so it comes pouring out. So there's a lot of this on here. This is the Carolina Reaper. I did try a little dabble do ya on my finger, and it's not usually Carolina Reaper means it's really hot. These hot sauces, I do highly recommend them. They're really flavorful. Even the Carolina Reaper, it didn't seem to have a lot of heat, which I'm hoping it doesn't because it poured out of there faster than I thought it was going to be. But that's this week's hot sauce. As I say, I'll be returning to them because this one I did use almost a half a bottle. But on to the star of the show, the pizza. The Maestro Pizza. Almost drew a blank. I did draw a blank on Maestro. Not the Maestro from Seinfeld, Mark Metcalf. And I did remember his name. I didn't have to Google it. He was Doug Niedermeyer on Animal House. Niedermeyer, the jerk that everyone hated. Doug Niedermeyer. So he was Niedermeyer, also the Maestro. He was also in the the Twisted Sister videos. I think he was in 1 or 2 of them. Originally in the first one, their first hit, which I'm blanking on that name. I'm not going to think about it anymore because I want to show you this week's pizza reveal. There it is. This week's pizza. It's kind of hard to see it on the screen. Going to put it back down because I got this new chair that doesn't have rollers. I got just a kind of a standard chair. My other chair like wigged out on me, and it was kind of a fancy chair that I got, and a lot of stuff went wrong. So I just have a basic chair that I sit on now, a nice desk chair. Here it is, a little closer look. I'll put up a picture of it too. It's got that Coca-Cola, and one of the slices on here has a lot of the Coca-Cola. It kind of shifted all into one space. Can you see that? Um, the crust, yeah, it's a little thicker than I like, especially that back crust. I mentioned that in the last review that I did of these, but it looks really good. I'm dying to try this Coca-Cola. It's pizza night. Let's take that bite. There's a piece of the Coca-Cola right there in front. For some reason, I'm having trouble showing this slice. But anyway, looks good. Really well done. Pizza night. Let's take a bite. Let's try it out. Falling all over the place. A little disappointed in the Coca-Cola. It just kind of tastes like pepperoni. Not bad, but I had high hopes for it. Let me try another bite. Yeah, the hot sauce isn't overwhelming either. It's not bad. It doesn't have a ton of flavor, though. The other one did. There's not a lot of sauce on this. A lot of cheese. I thought that Coca-Cola would give it a really unique flavor, and it really doesn't. I'll try another bite. It's kind of hard to eat because the Coca-Cola, when you bite into it, it doesn't really separate it. I just got a little hot sauce there. Let me have a little tea here. Went down the wrong way. This is good. Don't get me wrong. Let me try another. Let me try the back crunch bite. It did put some hot sauce on the back crunch because last time I read the review, I watched the review. It didn't have much flavor. I said. I got a piece of the Coca-Cola with the back crunch, and that helped the back crunch bite. But this Coca-Cola, which I kind of had a lot of high hopes for, it just tastes like pepperoni to me. And again, don't get me wrong, this isn't bad. I'm just somewhat disappointed. I thought it was going to be great. No, that was a big bite. Yeah, it was good. Um, I think the pepperoni was better though. I don't know if it's just so disappointing that hot Coca-Cola sausage. I was really excited about it. Um, I'll try another bite. And there's not a lot of sauce on this one. The other one did have a decent amount. And I don't really see any of the Italian sausage. That bite really didn't have a lot of flavor. And for being, the meat pizza, I don't really see any Italian sausage. Oh, there's maybe a little bit. I'll take one more bite because it's pizza night. Yeah, if I had to pick between this and the pepperoni, I'd pick the pepperoni. That had a lot more sauce on it, more flavorful. This didn't have a ton of flavor to it. Maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know. But rate it. I wouldn't say, I don't think I'd buy this again. I can't say that I'd recommend it. It wasn't horrible by any means. Maybe if the other one hadn't been so good, this would have been better. If my hopes weren't so high for that stupid Coca-Cola. I think that's how you pronounce it, Coca-Cola. Rating. I'll give it just something in the middle. I'll give it a 5.2. Not bad. I mean, if I always say something like, if I was at somebody's, house or a party bar, and I ate a slice of this, I wouldn't say, oh, that's horrible pizza. But yeah, I know I would never buy this again. I'd buy the pepperoni over this. So that's this week's pizza. Kind of another disappointment after last week's French fry fiasco. That was horrific. I'll try and find a really good one for next week, but you never know. That's the way the chips go here on It's Pizza Night. Let's take a bite. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you next week. There's the clicker right there. We'll see you next week.